We are on module 7, lesson 6, write and solve two-step inequalities. December 29. We are on page 375, right? Yeah. So we did example 2 yesterday, so we'll do the check of example 2. Check of example 2, page 375. Solve the inequality. Solve 1.3 x minus 3.2 less than or equal more than or equal 4.6. Now here we shift the negative 3.2, right? We said we do the same strategy of two-step equations, but when we divide or multiply with negative coefficient, we switch the inequality, right? So here 1.3x more than or equal 4.6 plus 3.2. So 1.3x more than or equal 7.8 divided 1.3, x will be more than 10. X more than or equal 6, and you can graph it as always, closed and to the right. This is the check, guys. Check your answers. Okay. Now let's go to example 4 together. Example 3, sorry. Example 3. So we did example 1, it's check. Example 2, and it's check, right? Example 3 now. Done this? Anyone right? Yeah. In example 4, we have the same idea but with the fractions, okay? Example 4, page 376. Solve the inequality. Solve 3 over 4x minus 1 over 2 more than 3 over 8. Yeah, the first step is what? To shift which number? We call it the connected number. The negative half, it will be positive half, right? Yeah, 3 over 4x more than 3 over 8 plus half. Now, the 3 over 8 over plus half, we cannot add them directly. You know that, right? We need to make like denominators. So I'll take them by side. 3 over 8 plus half. Here multiply by 4, multiply by 4, right? To make them both down 8. Here 4, here 3. So the answer 7 over 8. So here more than 7 over 8 and the 3 over 4x comes down. Now I will divide both sides by, Mohsen, are you with us? I'll divide both sides by 3 over 4, right? Done? Now we have division over fractions. We apply division of the fractions. I will take these two fractions, I will divide them by side and put the answer here, 7 over 8. The division will be what here? Multiply, and here we switch. We flip, right? 4 over 3. It will be 28, right? 28 over 24. Let's simplify it. 14 over 12, right? Simplify more. 7 over 6. Next number 1 and 1 over 6, right? So here x more than 1 and 1 over 6. Done? Okay. Ask. What? Yeah, yeah. Simplest form. هذا خلاص عدى عليه. Right? Now to graph it, guys. Now this 1 and 1 over 6 between which two numbers? Between 1 and 2, right? صح? Between 1 and 2. And it's, I know, sometimes you don't have. Sometimes you have only integers without fractions. So 1 and 1 over 6, you will approximate it. You will estimate it. 1 and 1 over 6, it's 1 and small value. Which is bigger, 1 and 1 over 6 or 1 and half? 1 and half bigger. The half is bigger, صح? So 1 and 1 over 6, it is between 1 and 1 and half. طب, which is bigger, 1 and 1 over 6 or 1 and 1 over 4? 1 over 4 bigger. 1 over 4 bigger than 1 over 6, right? So 1 and 1 over 6, it's between 1 and 1 over 4. صح? So it is beside the 1, before the half. Got it? Sometimes you don't have the number itself on the number line. You need to graph it by yourself. And for example, if I bring this question in the exam, I won't give you a number line. You will make the number line. Okay. So here you will make the 1, for example, and beside it, 1 and 1 over 6. Get it? So if this 1 and 1 over 6, x more than, open circle, and to the right. Okay. Now you have check after this, start with it by yourself. Do the steps in part A. Do the steps in part A, and in part B you can graph it. This is example 4. Now any calculations? What? Okay. Now here, guys, when you have a fraction, don't do the calculations on the question. Okay? Calculations لا تعملهم على questions زي هذا. Make them by side and take your results only. Check after example 4. Do it, guys, by yourself. Stop talking, Gibney. اه hmm. Answer yes yeah. Half huh? Half is it half huh? Yes Samad. Two we have half two Muhammad uh-huh hello hello like cannot talk يا عامر two two half one guy ما ايش في يلا x less than 2 let's check 2 over 3 x less than half plus 5 over 6 right take this by side and do it so half plus 5 over 6 times 3 times 3 this will be 3 plus 5 8 over 6 which means 4 over 5 take it here أنا هنا حاطط 3 يلا 2 over 3x less than 4 over 3 I didn't do it mixed number here because I will divide I need the fraction for so here I will divide both sides 2 over 3 here 2 over 3 here x less than take this here and do it the first one stays the same multiply 3 over 2 the 3 is 4 over 2 it will be 12 over 6 right 2 so here x less than 2 yeah have it 2 open circle to the left I want to bring number line اصلا لا graph like I do you, you will do it I want to bring number line مش بعمل هيك like I did انا شو بعمل اعمل زيي عشان التيتشر تعمل زيي مش راضي المايك شغال مش عارف احكي خليني ساكت يلا as I did خلاص number line تحط الانسر left right close or open circle تمام yeah here just to show where is the where are the solutions lie to the left or to the right or if this number included or not included and we know how right open circle or closed circle huh yeah quickly now at these examples what we are doing we are solving right now we will write the equality and solve it yeah quickly Ryan done yeah now we are in example 5 4 sorry example 4 we need to read understand page 377 yeah focus guys let's read together question is example 4 halfway through the bowling league season you know the bowling huh طيب Stewart has 34 stripes what's this mean شو يعني ليج بطولة أو الدوري at the half بنص البطولة تمام هو مسجل كم سجلهم وخلص so he has already كم معاه done طيب he averaged 2 strikes per game يعني الافرج حقه معدل التسجيل حقه. ها each game he do how many strikes? 2. Each game 2, and he already has 35, 34. Okay, you understand it? فاهم يا عمر؟ Good. Fine. Forget that. Assume he will play 5 games. In this average, two strikes per one game. How many strikes we have? 10. صح؟ طيب 10 games. We are multiplying the number of the games by 2 because each game he strikes 2, right? Done? Don't forget that. طيب, let's continue. What the question wants? He needs at least 61 strikes to beat the league record. يعني هو بحاجة انه يسجل 61 عشان يكون الهداف، عشان يكون ايش؟ السترايكر التوب بالليج. خلاص؟ at least طيب write and solve an inequality to determine. Now we are searching about our variable, right? Write and solve an inequality to determine the possible number of additional games. Why they said additional games? Because he is in the half of the league. He already played the half of the matches or the games, and he has scored how much? 34. So how many the next games he need to play to make the 61 goals or strikes or more, right? So let x be what? Yeah, let x be the number of games or the additional games، لأنه هو أصلا لاعب كم مباراة، صح؟ يلا اللي مسجل فيهم 34 goals or strikes of additional games, right? طيب. Now let's prepare our inequality. He already scored how many strikes? 34. He has 34. He has 34, right? And he will play how many games? ايش اللي 2؟ ايش اللي 2؟ اقرا الكويشن يا ابني. اقرا الكويشن. كيف 2 ايش؟ 2 ده الجيمز؟ هو حكى لنا لعب 2 جيمز؟ لا ركز يا حبيبي ركز. طيب how many games he will play? Do we know? We call it what? طب in each game the average said scored 2 goals. So we multiply the number of the games by what? By 2. So plus 2 what? X. What's this mean? He already scored 34 and he will score 2 strikes per one game. Walaikum salam. 2x, right? Done? Time. At least more than or equal what? 61. This is the inequality. 2 steps. 2-step inequalities, right? Done? Solve it. 2x more than or equal 61 minus 34, right? So 2x more than or equal 27 divided on 2 divided on 2. X more than or equal 13.5. 13.5. Is this 13.5 acceptable? عادي بيلعب بالشوط الاول بس. يعني he needs 13.5 games. Yes, he can play, right? مثلا if the game needs 1 hour, he play half hour. بيتعب. Okay. So is it acceptable for the number of the games? Yes, acceptable. We can divide the game, right? Can play quarter, I can play half the game, right? X more than or equal 13.5. So what does this mean? Focus now. Let's understand the whole story here. He already scored 34 strikes. He needs to play 13 and a half games to make 61 or more. To make 61 or more. To be the record. To be the record, right? Do you understand that? And you can graph it. This is 13.5, close circle, and to the right. يعني كان طب if he play 14 or 15 or 16 games, he will score more. He will beat the game, right? So this is example 4. Let's see the check after example 4. On the each game, they said in the question, they said in the question that in the average, he scored 2 goals per 1 game. You know Karim Benzema, he scored 3 goals per 1 game, 2 goals per 1 game. Always he scored, right? So we multiply the number to know how many goals. Assume that he scored 5 games. Sorry, he played 5 games. How many goals he will score? Depending on this average, 10. How you get the 10? 5 multiply 2. But we don't know the number of the games, so we call it what? X. So the total goals for games X is X multiplied 2, which is how many games? X. 2 multiply what? 2 multiply X, what we call it? 2X. هل 34 من وين اجى؟ هو لعب وخلص وسجلهم هذول. سجلهم. ما بدي يلعب الان. Got it? طيب. Now let's see the check after this example together. Let's see the check, please. Guys, please. We are going to check page 378. Yeah, here we have 2 parts. Part A, we will select the inequality, and part B, we will solve it. Okay? And part C, we will interpret the answer. No graphing here. طب Peter, ركز معي الآن. ركز يا شكري. Peter can spend no more than $100. Less than or equal 100. خلاص؟ فهمنا هذه؟ انساها. Less than or equal 100 حطها على جنب. كمل. On new clothes for school. بدي اشتري ملابس لمين؟ للمدرسة. طيب. He spends $35 on a new pair of shoes. هي رايح على المول، دخل على محلات الشوز، اشترى شوز pair. كم دفع حقه؟ He already paid that. Okay? دفعهم، خلصهم هذول. الآن he will buy some t-shirts. Some, not one, not two, some t-shirts. We don't know how many t-shirts. So he paid or he spends $35 on a new pair of shoes. Shirts cost $15 for each. Shirts, t-shirt بكلف كم؟ $15. So he already paid, he already spent how many dollars? 35 for what? For the shoes. خلاص? Now he will buy what? T-shirts. Got it? Now, what's the one question wanted? Let's see. Write and solve an inequality to determine how many what can Peter purchase. Then interpret the solution. So let X be what? Let X be the number of shirts Peter can purchase, right? Or buy, whatever. Right? Let's prepare the inequality. Who can tell me the inequality? Hands, please. Hands. I will repeat the question here. He already قديش معاه؟ 100. He can spend no more than يعني هو رايح على المول ابوه قال له هاي $100 روح دبر حالك فيه. خلاص؟ He has no more than 100. He spent already 35. He will buy X t-shirts. Each t-shirt is $15. Okay? Don't say the answer, please. محسن. ايوه. ما فيش 50 هون. هذه فيها تين. 15. يلا. Part A. ممتاز. So he already paid how much for the shoes? $35 for the shoes, right? Plus each t-shirt $15. We don't know the number of the t-shirts. So 15 what? X, because 15 is the price of each. And if he bought 2 t-shirts, 2 by 15, $30. 3 t-shirts, $45, and go on, right? Less than or equal what? From where we get less than or equal? From the word no more than, or from the understanding of the question. He has $100. They cannot buy with more money. Got it? So part A, we select what? Part A, this is the inequality. Now we need to solve it. Let's solve it quickly. In part B, 15x 100 minus 35, right? 15x less than or equal 65. Divide on 15 both sides. صح؟ يعني 4.3 rounded. ها ماشي. اعتبرها موجودة. ها ماشي بس يعني ايوه. We need to interpret the answer. This is the ركز الآن. This is the solution of the inequality only. وعليها الداش هذه, right? This is the solution of the inequality. This is the math solution. How much? X less than or equal what? 4.3. Which part? Part B. So select part B. But please, guys, do the steps. Don't just select. Stop. Now let part C by interpreting the solution. Is this acceptable answer? Sorry. Is this acceptable answer? يعني can we go to the owner of the shop and tell him اعطيني والله 3 t-shirts ونص؟ بصيرش. Now in part C we need to interpreting the answer to explain it to فاهم؟ يلا. Interpret the answer. Peter can buy only 4. He can buy 3 also. He can buy 2. ما هو less than. Can buy no more than 4 or 4 or less. صح؟ At most 4. Got it? So Peter can buy part C, guys. It's important, part C. Peter can buy at most 4 shirts. بيضل معاه $2-3 باخذ تاكسي فيهم بروح. ماشي؟ He cannot buy more than 4. مع انه انا الكويستشن فيه 4.1 4.2 right 4.2 included 4.3 included right but I cannot make it here. I make it here at most. Sorry, at most ايش 4 shares. Get it? Yeah, you can say no more than, you can say 4 or less عادي. طيب we have Example 5, let's read it quickly, guys, please. This is the check, example 5. Example 5, يا مستر ميريدث. تعرف ميريدث؟ يلا شوف شو مالها، شو مال بلاها. Meredith is given a $50 monthly allowance to buy lunch at the school. كل شهر مصروف. يعني تيجي امك تقول لك اسمع هاي 50 ريال ما بدي اشوف وجهك الا اخر الشهر. هيك تحكي صح؟ مش عايز اشوفك الا اخر الشهر. خذ 50 ريال دبر حالك فيهم. So Meredith, her father gave her $50 to buy allowance for the whole month. قديش معها؟ Can't she spend more than 50? No. طيب. To buy lunch at the school. Any remaining money can be spent on entertainment يعني تتسلى، يعني تروح تلعب جيم كذا right. طيب ركز. Meredith would like to have at least $12 left. يعني ركز معي شوي اهدى. She has already got there 50. She don't want to eat with the whole 50. She wanna eat with some of part from the 50, and the remaining she will go to play games or movie or whatever, entertainment, right? So she want to have left يعني يضل معها آخر الشهر how much? 12 at least. معناته less than or equal what? 12. طيب at least more than or equal to 12, sorry. طيب at the end of the month to go to the movies. Again, she has already $50. She don't want to spend the whole 50. She wants at the end of the month to have at least $12. يعني 12 or more. Why? To go to the movie. ما هي حكت لها امها هاي $50 ما بدي اشوفك لاخر الشهر مثلك. صح؟ طيب. The movie with her friends. It costs Meredith 2.5 per lunch. يعني كل lunch كم بالمدرسة بتدفع؟ 2.5. طيب 2.5 that she buys at school. Focus now. Write and solve an inequality to determine the number of lunches Meredith can buy and have at least $12 left so she can go to the movie, right? So let X be what? The number of lunches. Let X be the number of what? Lunches that she can buy. Each lunch costs 3 lunch. 3 multiply 2.5. 4 lunch. 5 lunch. So I'll multiply the number of the lunch by 2.5, which is X. So X multiply. طيب ال 50 هذولا بلس ولا ماينس؟ ماينس تصرف. 50 عمالهم ايش؟ decrease, right? So يلا 50 الفلوس اللي معها minus the cost of the all lunches she will take, which is minus 2.5 multiply the number of the lunches, which is what? We want at least 3. ها؟ طب شو حكيت قبل شوي؟ عن ميريديث؟ يلا روح. يلا 2.5 ايش؟ X. She want to have left how much? More than or equal what? 12. ليه؟ عشان تروح على الموفي. فاضي ما هي. يلا more than or equal what? 12. Do you understand it? She has 50. She will pay for number of lunches, right? but she wants to have remaining money 12 or more, so she can go to the movie. طب focus here. Don't forget this negative. This negative is important. Now negative 2.5x more than or equal 12 plus, sorry, minus the 50 is positive, and the negative comes with the 2.5 minus 50. Negative 2.5x more than or equal negative 38. Now divide in negative 2.5, divide in negative 2.5, x will be, صح? We switch, don't forget that. Come 13, 38 and 2.5, 15.2. What's this mean? طب لو دفعت ل 16 lunch, she won't be able to go to the movie at the end, right? هيضل معها فلوس اقل من 12 the ticket. So x less than or equal what? 15.2. طب انت بتروح تروح على اللانش تبع اللانش كيلو، اعطيني 15 لانش وبيضتين 0.2. ما هي الوجبه ب 2.5، حيقول لك خذ الوجبه، صح؟ طيب now let's see how the question deal with it. Interpret the solution, graph the solution set for x less than or equal to 12. هلا you can graph normally عادي. Now so Meredith can buy what? لا 15. You cannot divide the lunch, it's a meal, okay? So here can buy no more than 15. No more than 15 or at most 15 or 15 or less, whatever you want to write. Okay? Now for the online students, guys, you have the check after this example, and don't forget to do the homework page 383 for the online students. Thank you.